Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about the poem Thanatopsis, written by William Cullen Bryant. Now, before I go into summary analysis of this work, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and/or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. Now, this work by William Cullen Bryant is a very interesting work. Basically, what we have here in Thanatopsis, it's talking about death. It's talking about our mortality, the human reality that we can die. I mean, this is a topic that's we all have to deal with at some point as human beings because at any point in time we can die. Life can be over and that's it for us. That's curtains for us. William Cullen Bryant here really talks about the role of nature and how death is part of nature. Everything has a day where it's born, or you're born, or I'm born, or she's born, he's born. We're all born, from animals to normal creatures to whatever. We're all born, and we live and then we die. And mortality is something that's scary. It's something that people have lots of ideas about. When you think about the world, the religions of the world, from Christianity to Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, whatever you want to say, every world religion, major religion, theory, concept has an idea about life and why we exist, why we're here, and what happens when we die. And it's something that humans are always thinking about. This poem by Bryant right here is really talking about how we should find comfort in nature, how we're all interconnected with nature, how when we die, we're laid to rest with our ancestors, with the people that have died before us. More people have died. There's more people dead than there are alive, and so he kind of says here that when we die, we become a part of nature again, and that's something that's quite significant because when people die, we bury them. In most places, people get buried, or even if you get burned and you're turned into ashes, sometimes they throw you out at sea, sometimes they throw you in water, a lake, a pond, the ocean. Sometimes they keep you somewhere in so your family members keep you somewhere in your house. But ultimately, some way or another, your body, your physical presence becomes a part of the earth once again. From a Christian perspective, from dust we came, and from dust we will return. That's the role of the body. So within this poem is not really going towards the celestial or talking about heaven or hell or different ideas about the soul and the spirit. It's really just saying that when you die, your body is just placed in the ground and you become a part of the natural landscape. And there should be some type of comfort with dying, that it's natural, that it happens to everybody, that we're all interconnected, that there's a beauty of it, a beauty where you once was independent and on your own and you were human and you lived your life, and then another point where you become a part of the trees and the rocks and the valleys and the lakes and the air. So there's just becomes one point that we're all part of that again, and that's quite significant. It's quite a significant thought, and it should say that it's also saying to us within this poem. Bryant is saying that don't take death laying down. When you're gonna die, have some peace within it. Be tranquil, be peaceful. Go in peace. Make sure that you'd enjoyed your life and it was special to you and you enjoyed every bit of it. And pretty much go into that into the afterlife with peace. So it's a very fascinating poem. It's a very thought-provoking poem about life, and it's also looking at the beauty of nature in terms of deeper meaning here. It's really looking at the beauty of nature, the grandeur of nature, how special it is, how wonderful it is, and how much we should consider it. Because nature is something that is part of our lives. Nature is something that we all have to process. Nature is something that we're all part of, no matter what we believe. We live in nature. There's trees and rivers and water. I mean, we need water, we need oxygen, we need everything that exists in nature to survive. If it wasn't for the sun, we wouldn't have food. If it wasn't for the sun, we would be dead. So this poem really gives us this interconnectedness of how we're all connected to the universe and the planet, and how we all return to it at some point. So you should, take that into consideration. And the poet is saying here that we should have some comfort that, well, that we're going back to what right where we were before it all began. So it's very fascinating. Um, it's in of a way, in terms of deeper meaning here, it's in of a way looking at our own mortality and saying, okay, I know one day I'm gonna go, but at least I'm gonna be, back in the dirt, or be back in nature, be, I'm back in the universe somehow. So again, this is not from the Christian perspective or any type of religious perspective. This is from a natural perspective here by William Cullen Bryant, because he's saying that nature, humans, all of nature, we're all connected, we're all together, and when you die, be comforted that that your body is going to be laid to rest with former kings, smart people, dumb people, all people of all kinds that have existed, and we're all going to share the same grave site. It's kind of dark and morbid at the same time, but truly, the whole world is kind of like a grave site that all humans that have ever existed. Um, Pretty much, you die. You're born here and you die here. The world is, in some ways, a massive grave site. The billions and billions and billions of all humans that have existed in the course of human history, they're all buried on Earth, which is quite chilling if you think about it. But they're all buried on Earth. And think about, like, the catacombs in France, where they have a bunch of people that were buried or just put there. So I mean, there's death all around us. People die all around us. They become part of the natural world again, and we're no different. One day we'll all go, and our bodies will turn back into dust, and dust to dust, and that's the way of the world. So enjoy your life. Live a good life, a holy life, a pure life. Love other people. Love your family members. Do what's right, and yeah, go on and forward, and know that well, that life comes to an end, and it's all part of the natural world. So that's my summary analysis of this. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and/or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.